Hey Daniel, obviously such a great start to that race. It looked like you had plenty of pace in the car, so frustrating I guess that it ended like that with the contact with Kevin.
Yeah, it's like lap one incidents are they're brutal for sure. Like I don't think there's anything worse than a lap one incident, because you obviously get so excited to go racing. And yeah, the start was solid. I was up, I had Gasly, and then I haven't seen a replay yet. But what I remember was I had a decent run through 6, 7, and I remember cutting back to the inside for 8. And I was kind of having a look, but also just trying to brake with a little bit of clean air. And then I remember in braking, I remember then Kevin like protecting the line, so I was then just trying to pull back in line and follow suit. And I remember it bottling up a bit, and then obviously I think kind of at the apex, that's when I gave him a little touch, and to be honest, it didn't feel like much, but then as soon as I saw him start to slide, I was like, oh. And then the second part, obviously, then that's when we made bigger contact. But yeah, I don't know if, let's say I could have braked harder or more, or if it was just the way he squared up the corner and the angle, I don't know. So, but also I'm not here to say it's his fault, my fault. I mean, if it's my fault, of course I apologize, but it's more just, I'm sorry for both of us for not being in the race, and sorry for our team. So that's the part that hurts the most. And yeah, like one incidents there. Certainly the worst.
As you were trying to move right onto the grass, did you think you might be able to get around? I guess you weren't expecting him to come back so quickly, right?
Yeah, I thought I was clear, but it's so hard. Like, obviously, you're not sure if, I mean, I guess probably, I remember him rolling back, so I guess he's obviously trying to get out of the way of the other cars, so I have no idea. He wouldn't have probably seen me or known I was there, but I thought I was clear. But once you get to a certain point, the rest is blind. So at some point, you just kind of hold on and hope that you don't get an impact. And see, as soon as I felt it, then I knew our day was done. So yeah, let's say two incidents in a short amount of time, and just yeah, not the way Sunday wants to go. So but for what it's worth, I'll watch a replay and see if there's some judgment. Obviously, I could have done better. But it doesn't change, obviously, now the outcome. So, yeah, there's a lot happening. Obviously, then on the restart, there was a lot. So, it's one of those ones where maybe it's one of those races where if you're in it, then you got obviously a good chance. But